There's nothing behind it except that I want to know what happened. I want to call balls and strikes on this. And so there's some information that we all know will eventually come out. The president's releasing some and everything else, so we'll make decisions on that. In the meantime, what I've said is the process has been totally unfair to the president. The fact that you jump into an impeachment inquiry immediately, just knowing there's a whistleblower complaint, not hearing what it was, and then it comes out, and then you still have members, including the head of your political arm, that's not willing to go that route yet. There's a lot of work they have to do, and it's taken them off their message, and I frankly think we'll probably get nothing done in the next year and a half. You can get answers to those questions without raising the temperature as they have. And I think it's pretty obvious. Look, we're out here for a gun violence forum, which was the Democrats' biggest priority, and the vast majority of what I'm already talking about is impeachment. I don't blame you guys, it's a big story, but that's what's happening to their agenda the rest of this year and all of next year. And so we'll get answers to these questions, and they can go from there, but the reality to just jump in this before they even saw the transcript, before they even saw, they just knew there was a whistleblower complaint, I think it's taken away a lot of their credibility.
I think we can think about Representative Kinzinger as a representative example of a handful, and it's really just a handful, of moderate Republicans who are trying to find a little bit of distance from this president, but they have to do so really carefully. They're under intense pressure by the party and by the president to toe the line.
For me, it's how do we attract people my age and younger, my generation and younger, into the party? Free market principles. We're losing that narrative right now. How do we win that narrative again? And so yes, I think a lot of us are looking beyond the Trump era. Not saying we don't like some of the policies Trump is doing, but we obviously take a difference with some of the way he presents it in his messaging.
So then the question is, how do those moderate Republicans push back? How do they find some distance? And what we're seeing them do in the main is to complain about issues involving procedure or tone. They say things like, I don't really like the language that the president is assuming. Or, we have to follow the procedures established under the Whistleblower Act. These kinds of things. You don't see them cutting deeply into the merits of the specific articles of impeachment and claiming that the Democrats actually have a legitimate case.